Good morning. We will start session 4 on chapter rational numbers. So in yesterday's session, I had given you all one homework, that was question number 7 on the first exercise. Tell what property allows you to compute. You have to only state the property here. So it is associative property of multiplication. So you need to write associative property. If you write, you will not get full marks of multiplication. See what mathematical operation is used there. That was the only homework which was given to you, and 10th and 11th May I had discussed it orally and asked you all to write it down in your book. So it's the last exercise now of the chapter, that is representation of number line and as well as inserting some more rational numbers in between the rational numbers. So this will be the last exercise of the chapter, and today we will be completing rational numbers chapter. Tomorrow's session will be on the new chapter, that is linear equations in one variable. So the second exercise, the first question is represent these on number line. That is, we are supposed to represent these rational numbers on number line. So number line, we always know that. So what is a number line basically? So a number line has a 0, positive numbers and a set of negative numbers. To our right hand side we have positive set of integers, what we can say, and to our left hand side we have negative integers, right? So that is how we represent the rational numbers on this number line. So to represent that on number line, let's see how rational numbers are represented. The first one in that is 7 by 4. The first main 7 by 4. So what we do now here, first check whether it is a positive rational number or a negative rational number. Since it is positive rational number, we are going to plot that on the positive side. But since it is a number line, you have to represent at least one or two values of negative numbers also. So you have to do this neatly with a scale, and the representation should be done in pencil. So when we mark 0, I'll do one thing, I'll mark 0 here and I will only mark 2 points in the number line. So while plotting in the number line, what you can do is, in your scale, you can mark that for 1 centimeter. I'll also do that, otherwise you will do as you wish, right? So when we draw a number line here, make sure that your each point will represent a centimeter. That is, suppose if I want to mark 0 here, so here this is 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, right? Each centimeter will represent one point. So that is how you represent it now. So this is what I will represent it in the number line. Okay. So let's see how long we require this. We will represent 0 here. Now see here, it is 7 by 4. So it is divided into 4 parts. So how do we write here 7 by 4 when it is there? So first number, it is not 4 parts, sorry. See what is the number on the numerator. On numerator, the number is 7. That means on the positive side, you have to divide it into 7 parts. So the first number will be 1 by 4, second number will be 2 by 4, third will be 3 by 4, 4 by 4, if the number line continues. This is 5 by 4, 6 by 4, 7 by 4, right? So this 7 by 4 when we have to plot it, so this side I will write minus 1 by 4, minus 2 by 4. Just 2 points what you have to represent. So this is the one, we will just put a rectangular column to show that we represented 7 by 4 on the number line. Now just out of curiosity, if I have to see where is this, in which scale it is lying, just will check that. Now this is 0, this is 1 4. So if I cancel this, 2 1s are 2 2s are. So if this is 0, this is half, right? So 0 to half. Imagine in 1 centimeter, this is half. Then 3 by 4, 4 by 4, if I cancel, what I get? I get 1. That means, now this is 1. In this whole 0 to 1 centimeter, these are the subdivisions, what you are plotting. You need not plot this. This is for your understanding what actually we did here. Okay, see further. 5 by 4, 6 by 4, 7 by 4. Though 8 by 4 is not asked, I will mark it. 4 ones are, 4 twos are. So this is 2. That means a scale of 0 to 2, 7 by 4 will lie between 1 and 2. Understood now what actually we did here on the number line? You need not mark this, or you want you can write it. But this is how we plot number line. Now children, there are 2-3 methods for plotting number line. I have chosen the method what is prescribed in your book, as well as this is the most easiest method what I have given you. In case if in your school, if they have adapted any other method of plotting number line, you find that is easy or this is easy, it is up to you to choose the method and plot it. But make sure you plot the correct number on the number line. Always set off positive, and though negative is not asked, at least 2 negative. Let's see the next one. Next number is minus 5 by 6. So it is minus 5 by 6. That means it is in the negative axis. Okay, so if this is my number line, now what I have to do? In the positive side, only 2 points. So if this is my 0, 1 and 2. Okay, only 2 points I mark. Look at the numerator. How many points or how many scales I have to divide? I have to divide into 5. So the first number will be 1 by 6. Second, 1 centimeter difference. Second will be 2 by 6. Third will be 3 by 6. 4 by 6, 5 by 6. Okay, I'll just plot the next one also, 6 by 6. Okay, now see here, this is 5 by 6. That is what they have asked you, just highlight it. So 5 by 6 is plotted on the number line. Okay, yeah, one thing children, this is minus 5 by 6. So write the negative sign, which we haven't written. This side, what will you write? Whatever you have chosen here. 1 by 6, 2 by 6. Now, on your number line, this side represents negative and this side represents the positive numbers. Okay? So, I have represented here. Now, if you ask me, Kishana, what will happen if I draw a number line like this and I will not represent, I will start 0 and I will represent minus 1 by 6, minus 2 by 6. Is this correct or wrong? See, you have plotted it right, but you have not plotted it in the proper manner, because number line when we talk about, it is separated by positive and negative integers, right? That means you have to show negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers. That is a rule. And negative always to your left hand side, positive always to your right hand side. That is the correct method of doing a number line. So is this very clear? We plotted. Just out of curiosity, let us just check where it lies. So this is 0. So 2 ones are 2 threes are we don't want. 3 ones are 3 twos are. So this point is half, right? So here 6 and 6 and this point is 1. So I can tell it lies between half and 1. Okay, it is just for our understanding. You need not mark this, but if you want, you can just have that marking in pencil. This is how we represent number line. So there are even worked examples given on this. For practice, you can solve it. I want you all to write down this. Now there is a next question again immediately asked on a number line. Now see here. Represent minus 2 by 11, minus 5 by 11, minus 9 by 11 on number line. Everything is negative by 11. That means by those many numbers I have to divide and it comes on the same number line. Since they have given me the same denominator, I can plot that on the same number line. These are the different denominators I need to do with a different number line. I will finish the second one also. Second one, they have asked me to represent minus 2 by 11, minus 5 by 11, minus 9 by 11. Now check here, greatest numerator is what? 9. I have to divide it into 9 parts. To which side? To my left hand side where the negative numbers are there. So let's plot. So if this is my number line, I only plot 2 points in the positive side because there are nothing positive is asked. Divided by 11, so it is minus 1 by 11, minus 2 by 11, minus 3 by 11, minus 4 by 11, minus 5 by 11, minus 6 by 11, 7 by 11, 8 by 11, need to extend this, minus 9 by 11, one extra, 10 by 11, another extra, 11 by 11. Okay. So this is 0. Positive side it should be 1 by 11, 2 by 11. Now let's see where they have asked. Minus 2 by 11. It's here. Plot it. Mark it. Plot it. Minus 5 by 11. It's here. Minus 9 by 11. It's here. Okay. Now just out of curiosity, if I have to see, this is 0. 11 by 11 is 1, so this is 1. So between 0 to 1, 0 to minus 1, these many numbers we have plotted on this. So this is number line what you have to plot. A very important question. It can be asked for 2 marks or sometimes for 3 marks. I want you all to make a note of it neatly with pencil. What you have to do. The marking should be 1 centimeter each so that it looks very neat. Yes, please do it. We'll start with the next one. We'll start with the next one. We completed first and second one and we'll start with third one now. It says write 5 rational numbers which are smaller than 2. Smaller than 2. So which are the rational numbers which are smaller than 2? So let's write. So rational numbers give always a conclusion to whatever they have asked. Rational numbers. How many? 5 rational numbers. Yes, that's more important. Smaller than 2 are. So can I write first as 1? Yes. 0. 0 is a rational number, right? Yes. 0 is a rational number which does not have its reciprocal. So correct. 1 has a reciprocal. So 1, 0. Smaller than this would be minus 1. Is that correct? Still smaller than this would be, or okay, what we will do is here, minus half we will write first. Then minus 1 we will write how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Minus 2. Is that correct? See, I have written this. If you feel like I have to write smaller than 2, I can even start from minus 2 or minus 3, minus 4, anything it can come. It's up to you. So it is no hard and fast rule. You have to write these numbers because there is no condition given between this and this only. Smaller than 2, which all are there, 5 I have to write. I have chosen this. You can also choose smaller than 2, any 5 rational numbers. Clear? Yeah, we'll go on to the next one. Now, look at here. Find, that is fourth one, find 10 rational numbers between minus 2 and 5 and 1 by 2. That means we need to find 10 rational numbers between minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. Now see here, if I tell you, find 10 rational numbers between minus 2 by, minus 2 that I have given you. Easy for you to write the numbers. So you will write here, before this what comes? Minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can write because you know the numbers easily. But here it's a fraction. So whenever, that's a rational number. So whenever we have this form of a number, we always have to equalize the denominator. That is first and foremost step. So what I will write in solution here is, one step by step we will follow. Equalize the denominators. That is step number 1. Now how do you equalize the denominators? Multiply with such a number that the denominators will be equal of both the rational numbers. So what it could be? So 2 by 5 minus 2 by 5. Shall I multiply both numerator and denominator? See, whatever I multiply with denominator to equalize that, I need to multiply with numerator also. This is not the new concept what you are studying. This is already the learned concept by you in your previous class. So what answer will you get here? So 2 2s are minus 4 by 10. Right? This is one thing. Let me check with the next one. 1 by 2. So if I have to equalize this, 5 2s are, I made it 10. So 2 5s are into 5. So this is 5 by 10. So my new rational numbers are minus 4 by 10 and 5 by 10. We always, see, to be on the safer side, we always multiply with small numbers and equalize the denominator. What equivalent fraction you remember? You had that last year. Similar way, when you want to find the equivalent fraction, whatever you multiply with denominator, the same you multiply to numerator. Correct? The same rule here. So I multiplied. Now what are my new rational numbers? Minus 4 by 10 and 5 by 10. Check manually. Are you able to get 10 set of numbers between this? Minus 4 and 5. No. See, minus 3 can come, 2 can come, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Only 8 numbers can come. But I want 10 numbers. That means what you have equalized is not enough. You need to again increase the denominator of this. So what I will do here is again equalize. See, this goes always with the trial and error method. Equalize the denominator. Okay. Now equalizing of what? Using this. Minus 4 by 10. Shall I make the denominators to 20 now? Into 2. This also by 2. So this is minus 8 by 20. And the next one, 5 by 10 into 2 into 2. So this is nothing but 10 by 20. So my new rational numbers are now 8 by 20, 10 by 20. Just cancel this, you again get back the old rational number only. Now here the question arises. Some of you might ask me, teacher, why only by 2? Directly what I will do is, I will make denominator 20 at the first row only. How? I will multiply 5 into 4. So 5 4s are 20 into 4. I get 8 by 20. Since I made this 20, I can make this directly 2 into 10 into 10. 10 by 20. Can we do that? Yes, you can do that. But some of you all might find difficult directly by multiplying bigger numbers. So you see here, when you are finding these 10 numbers, 5 numbers, 6 rational numbers, in between them, everybody will not get the same answer. That is what you have to remember. Because you multiplied by this. Now I will feel that I will equalize the denominators in terms of 100. Both in terms of 100. That means my rational numbers will come in terms of 100. That is also correct. So again, it goes by trial and error method. At the first go only you can make the denominators to 20. It's up to you. Okay. So what are my new rational numbers now? Minus 8 by 20 and 10 by 20. Now I can write 10 rational numbers between this. Therefore, 10 rational numbers between -8/20 and 10/20. That is, what is this 8/20? Nothing but -2/5 and 1/2 r. So remember the number line -8. Before -8 what will come? So I can write -7/20, -6/20, -5/20, -4/20, -3/20, -2/20. I'll continue here. -1/20, 0. Count how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers are already over. Next I can write 1/20, 2/20. 10 are over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, I can also skip these. I can write 3/20. I can write 4/20. I can write 9/20. Choose 10 numbers. This is the method to find the rational numbers between the given rational numbers. I want you all to write down this. So this is how you find the rational numbers between them. Now one more thing, this is one method of finding rational numbers in between the given rational numbers, right? There are many simple methods of doing this. I have done one of that method. In case in your school or you know any other method of finding this, you can always use that method to find the rational numbers in between them. So but of course answers will not be the same because it can be any numbers, but when you cancel them you again get back the same type of numbers. So I have marked some homework sums there. We have completed this. This is fourth week what we have done. Fifth week there are 3 sub questions, first, second and third, where in fifth week second and third one you will mark that for homework. Fifth week second and third one. First one I will be doing it. Sixth one I will be doing it. Seventh main question, find 10 rational numbers between 3/5 and 3/4 is for homework. I have written the homework sums here. Fifth main question, in that second and third sub question, seventh main question you will be doing it. Now let's start with the fifth main question. What is asked for? Find 5 rational numbers between 2/3 and 4/5. Okay, so again let's use the same technique and principle what we used here. So what will I do? I will equalize the denominator. Now I'll start with a very small number. So what I will do here is equalize the denominator. See, initially if you don't know what to do is take off LCM of the denominators. You always get that. 5 and 2 LCM is 10. Equalize it by 10. 3 and 5 LCM is 15. Equalize it for 15. So I'll make this for 15. That means I have to multiply this 2/3 into 5. 5 multiply into 5. I get 10/15 and 4/5. 15 I have to make, so 3 I have to multiply into 3, so this is 12/15. Now between 10/15 and 12/15 how many I can get? I can only get 1, that is 11/15. So what should I do? It is not possible, right? So what shall we do? We have to again equalize the denominator. How do we equalize it? Let's check. I'll write equalize the denominator. Okay, now with what shall we multiply to equalize the denominator? Shall we multiply that with a number where we get what number you want? 15 2s are by 30 you want to make it. Now see, manually you need to check. If you make this by 30, this will become 20. So let's take a bit bigger number. I'll multiply this by 4 and equalize the denominators for 60. So 10 by 15 into 4 into 4. So this will become 40 by 60. Okay, 15 4s are 60. Next, 12 by 15 into 4 into 4. 12 4s are 48. 15 4s are 60. Can I get the numbers now? Yes. 41 by 60, 42, 43, 44, 45. Enough. I want only 5 numbers. Right? We go ahead. Therefore, 5 rational numbers between 40 by 60 and 48 by 60, that is, write the original number there again, 2 by 3 and 4 by 5 are. It's now your choice to choose only 5 numbers. So I choose 41 by 60, 42 by 60, 43 by 60. Okay, let me skip 44 and 45. I will write 46 by 60, 47 by 60. Just, we can choose anything. They have not given that continuously. These are rational numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So these are 5 rational numbers between these two numbers. The last question, that is 6th one. Write 5 numbers, rational numbers greater than 2. I will just write it here only, which is 6th one. 5 rational numbers greater than minus 2. Now see here, always in the number line when we have negative sign, as you go on towards to the minus 10, numbers start reducing. As you come towards positive this side, it starts increasing. So you all know about number line. So greater than minus 2, what can be the first number? So please write the statement. 5 rational numbers. 5 rational numbers greater than minus 2 are, shall I say, first it is minus 1, 0, 1 by 2, or what we will do here is once again. So minus 2 are minus 1, minus half, 0, 1, 0, half, 1 by 2. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are there 5 numbers there? Yes. You can write even other numbers also if you want. So these are 5 numbers greater than minus 2. Now see here, if I draw a number line, so this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is minus 1, this is minus 2. As you go this side, the number starts decreasing. As you go this side, the number starts increasing. So that is what I have written. Greater than this, minus 1. Then I have taken half. Then I have taken 0. Then I have taken plus half. Then I have taken 1. You can increase it of any order. So there we complete this. I again repeat. 5th main I have given 2nd one and 3rd one for homework, and 7th main I have given for homework. All the homework sums are to be done in the same book where you write the other things what I teach in the class. And each and everything what I write on the board, right from the definitions, property, any important points, the whole thing, I usually tell you all, please write it down in your classwork. So everything should be written in your classwork, right? So with that we complete the chapter rational numbers. In case if you have any doubt in this chapters, please call on the same day of the video sent, because tomorrow I am going to start the next chapter, that is linear equations and one variable. So before I start that, if you have any doubt, I can address that doubt. Once the chapter is completed, later clarifying the doubt will be difficult. So please call on the same day of the video sent.